Alrighty, fellas. Good morning. Yo, what's up? My name's Patrouski. Welcome back to another PokeMMO stream recap and stream itself. How are we doing today? This is day 3 of the Lunar event. There are currently 3 raids out, 2 of which I still need to catch up on. I've done Lopunny, but there's also Ugly and Grumpig, which I need to maybe take care of today. I'm honestly not in a rush to do that. My biggest goals this event, I'll be totally honest, as of today, are to make Pokeyen and gamble, which is kind of fucked up because those two things kind of go against each other. You know, they don't actually combine very well. But let me show you why. I really like the ultra rare. This is not something I normally care about. It's not something I'm normally interested in. I don't usually want to shell out this amount of Pokeyen just for a vanity, okay? But man, is this sick. Man, is this awesome. Yeah, Pat doing it. I'm not a big gambler. You'll often hear me advocate against gambling, and I'm still going to do that. I'm going to still tell you guys while I'm buying Lucky Reds to not do what I'm doing. Oh, that's all I'm going to spend. I gotta stop there. Do not do what I'm doing. This is not what you should do. This is not the strategy. You lose money in the long run. I'm hoping that my shiny luck is so mediocre that it makes my opening luck super good. We have 100 or so to open. We just spent, what is that, 6 mil or so Pokeyen? We're gonna have to breed for profit today, as well as run the events, do abundant shrine, do swarm farming as per usual. I do have some mysterious cherish balls to sell, so I'm gonna go ahead and probably start with that actually. Let's just go check. I don't need those. Like, those are something where that's not worth gambling. And once again, gambling, boys. Don't do it, is what I honestly recommend. So 66k per cherish ball. I have about 3 of those. It's a little bit of Pokeyen back. We're gonna list those off. I don't care about investing in these at the moment. We're gonna get our Pokeyen, some Pokeyen back, and we'll start selling off a few things. Collect whatever yen I can, like this. And I'm probably gonna be, I think, breeding for profit. If you have the game knowledge and ability for it, I do genuinely think breeding for profit is going to be better than running the event. But I'll do a mixture, because running the event will get me pure yen and get me things like envelopes to quick sell. And then breeding for profit is going to take longer for things to sell for people buying Pokemon to do the raids. Mysterious Cherish Balls are currently at 67k right now. Do you think those will go up for Shiny Wars, or do you think people have found out it's a waste of money? I'm glad you followed up with that second sentence. I think so. Mysterious Balls will always have value because they're the only way to pay to win for a shiny in PokeMMO. Mysterious Balls are one of the most controversial items in PokeMMO because they took the fastest shiny hunt from 24 hours on average to an hour and a half. And it does not matter like how much you have to credit card swipe. It doesn't matter how much yen that costs. It literally does not matter how much it costs. When you take the fastest shunt from 24 hours to an hour and a half, people are going to abuse it. People are going to credit card swipe and do whatever they need to do that. It's such an insane time save, as well as you have a chance for rares. You have a chance for EVs, Bagons from like Great Balls and stuff like that, which is really, really insane. I think will Cherish Balls go up from the current price? I don't know. I'm never going to give financial advice like, oh yeah, guys, buy into this insane. This is for sure. We'll make guaranteed money. Get rich quick right now, guys. I'm not doing that, okay? Have Mysterious Balls been a good investment in the past historically? Yes. The more interesting question is, when will Cherish Balls bottom out? That's the question everybody who's interested in investing in Mysterious Cherish Balls should be asking themselves. It's not whether it's a good investment. It's not, you know, yada, yada, yada. It's what time. It's timing. It's timing the market, which is the hardest thing to do in any market. You know, no one does it 100% right. That's the most difficult thing. So timing the market. When do you buy in? That's the more interesting question, and I'm not going to feign that I know the answer, right? I could have my opinions and my feelings, but usually I would say 60% or so into the event is the best time to make most investments on average, especially with sealed product. I'm going to keep an eye on Mysterious. I might sell a few of my Mysterious Great Balls. Because I bought so many recently. This brings up a good point of when is it okay to sell investments short term, right? I personally believe that Mysterious Great Balls will go up over time, and I switched to a sec. I think Mysterious Great Balls are one of my favorite investments. Specifically 2023s. I'm sorry, let me be really clear. Specifically Mysterious Great Balls 2023s. Don't get it twisted. Specifically Mysterious Great Balls 2023s are my favorite investment personally, I'm just a player in game right now, right? Personally, they're my favorite investment. And I bought a bunch recently for 32K because people were panic selling them at the beginning of the event. Would you normally buy an investment and then sell it again so quickly? No, you wouldn't, right? However, because I bought them for 32K and they're already 40-ish K, which makes sense, they were literally panic sold. This is enough of a margin where I think it is okay to sell some of these. Now, how many do I want to try to sell? I don't know. I'm actually going to throw a few numbers in. One of the worst mistakes you can do is oversell on an investment. I'm just going to put up like 50, because then what happens is, the reason why it's such a big mistake is what happens is you pay the listing fee for all of them, right? And then if they don't sell, you're just losing out on that listing fee. So I kind of want to go, will this add? Okay. I think I'm going to try to sell 100. I think that's what I want to sell. And try to go for that price. But if I'm selling for... Oh, I almost want to go cheaper then, just so they can quicker sell. To see if anyone's willing to flip me. If I bought them all for 32K, and I'm reselling this quickly, I'm okay with doing this, selling for 38. To work towards that coiled snake. This is not a great... This is kind of short-term thinking. I wouldn't recommend this normally, but I have so many. I have a safety net. Like, I'm selling off a partial... A lot of people, when they panic sell like their entire stack or an entire investment. I'm selling off a partial amount because I really want a vanity. So I'm making a little bit of a... yeah, 6K each on 100 isn't bad. It's not a bad short... I agree. And it's good to show the thought process and all of that, and to show I could be more patient and hold, but I do want to... I want to be able to work towards the coiled thing. Hopefully before the end of the event, but we'll see. I'm going to keep watching it. It's very possible that more come into the game and it goes down in price. No one knows for sure, obviously. Let's go. I'm going to go start things off by breeding for profit. Breed for profit first because it mentally is taxing. Then take a break from the mentally taxing thing and then come back to the mentally taxing thing. That's my thought process in PokeMMO. So let's go breed for profit. We'll take a break later on by either doing Abundant Shrine or, which is also kind of mentally taxing, or just farming swarms. And then, head back to breeding for profit probably later. Bro, when I talk about how insane breeding for profit is, especially during raids, bro, look at this. 2 times 31 Primeape, Adamant Nature. Also, there's only 3 2 times 31 Primes on the GTL, and they're all 300k apiece. What is happening, bro? Dude, people do not want to breed or make their own Pokemon. And I respect it. Hey, I'll make the Pokeyen, bro. No worries. So now, you basically just check Mankeys that have 31 speed or 31 attack. We just saw that Primeape for like 13k. Dude, I'm so curious. The profit here is going to be insane. Also, how's this been up for 16 days? No one's bought this? No one's bred this? 31 attack Primeape. This is male. So now we just need a 31 speed Ditto. So we paid like what? 13k for that. Let's get ourselves a Ditto with 31 speed. Gonna cost 10k or so. So it's gonna cost about 40k after braces, okay? 40k. Keep in mind, guys. 40k after braces to breed this. Do you know how much I'm gonna sell this for? Depending on nature, like 150k minimum. Like, that's insane. That's unbelievable. Bro, breeding for profit. There's a million different Pokemon like this. It's not just Primeape, you know? Like, you have to move around and do different things, but that is ridiculous. Bro, I'm just going to reveal all the secrets live on stream today, okay? For breeding for profit. Do you want the strats? Okay. So we've got... Honestly, I might buy this one, even though it's 33k. I still might... But let me go check what the... Let's go check first. Yeah, I can make profit on that. Okay, so... Because this has correct nature... Look at this. Oh! I can just flip this, actually. I'm sorry. I'm just going to... 30k buy. 100k sell. Easiest flip of my life. That's 60k. Events are, no matter whether you're playing the event, you're grinding, breeding for profit, flipping, there's so much potential to make profit during an event. It is ridiculous. Okay, next up. Let's go back to 31 speed. I wanted to look at 31 speed Mienfoo to show you guys, okay, right? Okay, so 30k is the cheapest 31 speed Mienfoo, okay? And then 30k is the cheapest 31 attack Mienfoo. This one's Jolly. Jolly's not nearly as desired, I will say, in PvM versus PvP, but that still might be a good profit, honestly. Let's double check. I'm trying to get to my... I literally can't... I'm trying to get to a point that I'm trying to make, but I can't stop finding good deals. And like, I can't, I'm trying to show like a different point. Okay. What I'm trying to show people, okay, is that if Mienfus, bro, if Mienfus with 31 attack are 32k, right? My brother's an Arceus. You could just buy a Mienfu, get a Ditto with 31 attack, pay 10k for the brace. Let's say worst case, it's like 8k for the Ditto, 18k plus the Mienfus. You're paying 20k, selling it for 30. Profit, boom, profit. It's breeding for profit is insane during events. Ridiculous. That was way overpriced. Everything's overpriced during events because people are willing to pay massive amounts of Pokeyen to get to the raid faster. People just want to do the raid. People want to get the content done with. So people are willing to pay. Like, you'll see 2x31s with correct nature be 200k, 100, 150, 180k like this during events. Is Mienfoo sought after? Very much so. Mienshao is, I think, top 3. Mienshao is like top 3 DPS fighting types in raids. It's like Mienshao, Hitmonlee. There's something else. Darmanitan is up there. Darmanitan as well. So there's so much. Yeah, just look at what people are good for raids, and it's really hard to go wrong breeding for profit, I feel like, during events. Someone did point out that I did price check the Mankey's a little wrong. I'm still gonna make a solid profit, but I do want to show you guys the correct number. So Mankey 2x31, right? The cheapest one is 92k. So it cost me around 40k to breed this. Boom. I'm gonna end up making like 45k profit after listing fee, right? So still a really insane profit, but I want to show you guys the correct number as opposed to something a little too wacky. And if you like EV train, and if you EV train, honestly, EV training and leveling things might even be better Pokeyen right now, which is kind of insane. That's what's really, yeah, EV training and like getting raid Pokemon ready to go. Yeah, and by the way, EV training some of these raid mons, getting level 6. Yup, getting them to 65. Yeah, so we were saying at the same exact time, getting mons to like that raid level 65, 85. Let's go check what a level 65 2x31 attack adamant Primeape costs right now. There's literally none on the GTL. Charge whatever you want. There's none. They're bought out. They're bought out. Everybody needs them. Nobody prepared. People who don't prepare are paying the price. Credit card swiping, spending, you know, dollars on RP, selling Pokemon. This is so sick. This is so crazy. Okay, we got a little donation from a viewer. A quick little Mankey. 30 speed, some relevant stuff here. Hasty's a decent nature, but not enough to actually Everstone in my personal opinion. It's got some random EVs. It's 30 speed. I'm gonna claim this in my party. Breed him for profit challenge, bro. I will do that for you. That's fun. I honestly am so down. I'll claim in a party. Let's go check the GTL for a breeder. So this is a pretty easy breed. What I would do here is I would just look for a 31 attack Pokemon, probably a Ditto. Because you look for a female Mankey, you want it to be a Mankey because that's the egg group or the species, sorry, that's doing well right now. But you want to keep that speed high. Since it is 30 speed, you want to keep it high. And we see a 27 speed one here. Also, this 27 speed Ditto could also just randomly high roll the defenses or HPs. So what I would do here personally, get an attack brace. So I spent 10k on the Ditto. The Mankey was probably like 2k. That was like probably like a nothing Mankey would be my guess. 10k on the Ditto, 10k on the brace. We spent 20k on this breed. Here's what it'll look like. If it rolls nature, that's when we're super in the profit. But we spent 20k on the breed. Let's go see what this would... With no nature roll, what would this cost? With no nature roll, we're still making like 5k after listing fee, something like that. Most likely. This one's double 31 though, so honestly, this one might be a rebreed. This might be one of the situations where we have to breed it again to get profit. But we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see with the egg hatch. But let's do an interesting breed for profit. This Charizard. This is a big one. This is a big breed for profit. This costs 200k, okay? For this Charizard. 200k, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to breed a solar power Charizard for profit. I've never touched this market. So I might be making a mistake, but I want to test it. So what you would do here, I have a 30 special attack, 31 speed, HP. The special defense is also kind of high. I would try to roll this up. Try to roll up this maybe. We can even do like 23 here to mid-roll 20 special defense. But then we're going to need... We might even need 31 like this. And then 30. I might want to just match all stats. Try to roll something up. And just go for nature. It's going to be super expensive. There's no profit there. Or we just get an IV, extra IV and roll for it. It's honestly tough. It's honestly a tough call. Well, what if I could, let's get rid of the speed. Let's put this to 25 plus. Ooh, but it's sassy. That's a really good, like, this is a good, almost a good breed. But the only reason you'd be doing this would be for nature. So you look for a female Charmander. We're probably going to have better luck with Dittos. I'm going to be honest. Modest for 40k. I think this is an insane breed, actually, chat. I think I buy this. I think this is actually insane. So 40k there. Let's look at our calculator, okay? So we got 200k plus 40k plus 10k for a brace plus 5k, so plus 15k. We're doing Everstone. So this whole breed cost me 255k. Really curious to see how this comes out. Let's grab the speed brace. I'm curious to see the profit here. I've never touched this market. This is a first time attempt for me. But if you understand breeding for profit, you should be able to cross reference. Hoping for that special defense. Even if we mid roll, we just don't want to low roll. Low roll is the only shitty thing there. We probably do want to pay the extra 21k to make it female, but let me double check. You can literally just straight up check what your mon is going to be worth, essentially. Let's do hidden ability access. Yes. Let's do 25 in the HP. We don't want to over assume our Pokemon. 25 in special attack. Defenses and special defense might roll. I don't even know about that. Let's just not consider them, maybe, for a second. The cheapest one is 500k. I think we pay for the female. It's going to cost 21 more k. But this might be like a double up breed where we spend like 276k to make it, and we make like 250k profit. So yeah, that feels pretty good. This Mankey hatch that our viewers sent us to breed for profit, we could just rebreed this, but it's already 30 speed. I think what I would just do is sell this for like a really small profit. There's not much of a profit here, and honestly someone might not even buy it, obviously, because the next one is this. I paid 20k to breed it. I would just, ooh, this is not a great Mankey, to be honest. I'm trying to think what I would do here. No, let's stick with it. Let's not give up on this Mankey. I think this is fixable. What I would do here, actually, no, this is, you can do something with this. I have an idea. So you look for a Ditto. I have an idea. Ditto, 30 speed, adamant nature. Is that really the cheapest one? What about 25 plus speed? There we go. There we go. That's what you want. 5k. So now we've spent 25k, 30k after Everstone. What's the math? No, Everstone on the Ditto. Oopsie. Okay. I probably should have bought an Ditto with the 31 attack. Actually, no, with adamant, it would have been more expensive. It's fine. We're going to grab this. So now we've spent like 35k on this Mankey breed. We might be making a mistake here, but that's okay. I think we can make profit on this. I think we've spent like 35k on this breed, I believe. If I'm counting it correctly. 35k, let's go through with it. And then let's see what this would cost or what this would sell for. We would do 31 attack, 25 plus, adamant. Cheapest one is 130k. So I'd probably, it's obviously better than mine. I'd probably sell mine for like, I paid 35k to breed it. I'd probably sell it for like 70k. 70, 80, and make the easiest sale, boys. Okay, the Charmander did come out. We did medium roll, I think, the Spadef, but we did low roll the defense, unfortunately. So I think we high roll attack maybe or something. So not the best rolls, but I think the profit might still be insane. So let's go. Honestly, I don't even need to worry about the Spadef. Let's do hidden ability access. Char like this to look for Manders and Charizards. Cheapest one is 400k. That's not modest though. The nature is obviously like super hyper important. I think the cheapest one is 500k. Mine's obviously worse. It's pretty close though. Missing the 31 speed attack, which is relevant, but it's actually really close to this. Like, bro, this is gonna be a pretty cheap 400k sell. Also, one of my other breeds for profits just wasn't that a flip? I bought for like, I forget if that was a breed or a flip, but 100k, easy peasy, boys. I'm going to sell this Charmander for 400k. I spent 280k or so to make it. And then I'm gonna make like 100k profit on that Charmander. So it's not as crazy profit as I expected, but still, like, that's a quick sell. Selling for 400k is like very, very, very generous pricing. Well, hopefully someone will buy it up, use it for raids. The Adamant Mankey came out. The other Mankeys, other cheapest one was like 130k, right? I'm not gonna sell it. I'm gonna sell this one for like 80. We'll do 80. These are like, not only am I, so not when I'm breeding for profit, not only am I breeding for profit, I'm also helping players who want to buy budget mons that are really good for raids, right? That Charmander already sold, by the way. That's insane. Boom. I'm also like helping players, and like I do this all the time, where like I buy mons like this, EV train them, XP train them for profit. I do videos on it. It's a lot of fun. We bought this Metatite for 13k. I might just flip this one. You want to flip where possible. You don't always have to breed, you know. I bought this for like 13k. I can flip this for 15k profit, you know, easy peasy. Ooh, dude, this is an interesting price check. If you don't know, you can pay 10,000 Twitch points for me to do price checks for you. I can't price check everybody's Pokemon because it's just too much. But if you watch the stream, you can earn free price checks. This is a cool price check. We literally have a collector in chat being like, I want that. Bro, I kind of want this. I can't be spending Pokeyen right now, but I want this. This is so sick. 2014. This is dude, in 2014, this would have been like, I'm not joking, maybe the best Gyarados in the game. Like, I know that sounds like, by today's standards, that sounds insane. But that's just how like breeding and stuff and like mons worked back then. Like, whoa, this is insane. Genuinely insane. Genuinely, this is like one of the best Gyarados, if not the best Gyarados comp in 2014. How late in 2014? Like November-ish. That's insane. Let's I mean, man, how do you price check something like this? Like, I'll tell you what I would do. Obviously, first things first, you go over to 2014s, right? Then step 2, I would check Gyaradoses to get an idea of the base costs. I don't know if this is accurate, to be honest, because yeah, I would not call 1 mil for a 2014 Gyarados an accurate base price. Okay, that's step 1. Okay, let's then just search for good IV Pokemon of this era, right? These are EVs. Let's scroll up. What I would then do, what we're trying to look for is other competitive mons from 2014. So you want to look for level 50, and let's just do like 25, 25, 25, 25. And all, dude, you only see, there's only 2 Pokemon. A Dragonite, which is also insane. In my opinion, and a Venusaur. This Venusaur almost feels cheap, honestly. I think this Gyarados, man, it's tough to tell with Pokemon like this, with collectibles. Especially with 2014s are just so much nicher than 2012s or 2013s. Like, how many people are going to collect those? This is really sick, though. People in chat are saying like 3 mil, 3 to 4. I kind of agree. I think 3 to 5. I think you could price it similarly to this Dragonite, but Dragonite is more like interesting of that era. Oh, the Fire Punch on the D-Knight, that was for Scissor. Like, things have changed. EQ used to be everywhere. It was so much better. Hyper Beam used to be physical, so you'd slot that in here for like a KO move. Didn't have crunch and stuff back then on Gyarados. What are its EVs? Good question to check for 255. No 255. It's a good question. Yeah. Okay, chat. Pretty much everybody in chat is like guesstimating 3 to 5 mil. So I like that's obviously a huge range, but with stuff like this, it's so hard to, I'm very jealous. I studied it for 200k. Oh yeah, that's like something that I would buy. I'd be willing to pay like 500k for it, but obviously don't sell it to me. That's insane. I would go try to sell it for 3 to 5 mil on the GTL, and it's gonna take a long. I'm gonna be honest with you, something like that is gonna take a long time to sell. It's going to take a very specific collector. Okay, that will take a long time to sell, but that's a sick find, dude. Congratulations. This has been a tough decision for me because I am a collector and I do love collecting cool things. I think I'm gonna sell my glitched Lopunny. What's the glitched Lopunny? The very first few there's 26 on the market. The first few Lopunnies that were done in raids didn't have a particle effect. They were just glitched. They didn't come with a particle. So if you look up Alpha Lopunny, Particle None, as you can see, yeah. Now maybe I list mine for like a higher price and like just wait for it to go up and like I'm not like in a rush to let it sell, but I care more about old collectibles, things like 2012s, 2030. You can't collect everything, and it's a really important thing to understand. You cannot collect everything, and I already love collecting 2012s, 2013s, old comms, even some 2014s. I don't know if I'm a big glitched, bugged Pokemon kind of guy. Like I don't know if that's my shtick. So I think I'm gonna go list my Lopunny for 1.2 mil, I think. So a little bit more than what it's currently listed for. It's 3 times 31. Yeah, I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna personally list mine. You cannot collect everything. I'm not interested in it. You know, you could hold it, but I don't think it's something that I care to hold. I don't like holding Pokemon investments in general. I hold 99% of investments and I'm very patient. This is not one that I want to... Yeah, Chat is trying to convince me otherwise. It's not something I value holding on to. That's... Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm just going to sell it off. I'd rather have the yen. I want to work towards the coiled snake. And there's the Lopunny sold. And that is an instance of streamer privilege. There's really no reason to buy that Lopunny specifically unless you want the Patrouski OT glitched mon, as opposed to the 800, 900k one or whatever. So that is streamer privilege. I apologize. I can't really stop that, but... I did want to list it for a higher price to have it sell in the future. But, you know, someone bought it. I appreciate it, but obviously, you know, that's super privilege for sure. So what are you going to do? I appreciate it. Honored to have it. At least you got to appreciate the privilege, I guess. If you're going to have privilege, you might as well appreciate it, I guess, sort of thing. Let me go ahead and we're going to breed a Darmanitan for profit because Darmakas, Darmanitans, some of the highest raw damage for fire types. And even though it's not a fighting type, it can be super good at throwing off fighting type. It's just really, really insane damage. Darmanitan packing the base stat attack of 140. This Pokemon is insane in so many raids. I'm kind of just realizing this now. Someone asked me, hey, what's the best strat to make Pokeyen in this event? And it's telling me what I should do. The best money-making method, if you know how to breed for profit, it's probably just doing swarms, catching Swarmons, turning them in for mysterious cherish balls, and then in between catching the swarms, doing something else for profit. So like for me, it would be breeding for profit or something like that. But instead of just hardcore breeding for profit, I should be catching Swarmons and then doing breeds for profit in between. So I'm going to start doing that in a sec after I finish this third Darmanitan breed. Yeah, so apparently it seemed like it's confirmed that Abundant Shrine has been nerfed, which is a really, really, really big deal. Apparently people are no longer getting Lucky Reds after completing the first boss, which is a massive deal. Look at this. That's super, super interesting. Which I'm curious how it'll affect Lucky Red envelope prices. If we're getting that, like, most people in chat are like, oh yeah, I don't know if I want to grind it anymore. Like, it's not nearly as good. It's not nearly as good for the average player. You'll still get red envelopes, so you'll still make Pokeyen, but not being able to get Lucky Reds is definitely a big hit. I'm curious to see what happens to them. They started today around 63, 64k, so I'm curious to see what happens. Hey, I don't want to... I'm saying my thoughts and opinions and feelings. Someone in chat said this, and I kind of agree. Last year, Lucky Reds were at 100k, so 64k has to be a steal, right? It really depends on a lot of things. It depends on the drop rates of vanities. It depends on the ultra rare. What I will say... Dude, I'm going to be honest. 64k for a Lucky Red when the ultra rare is 25 mil, 26 mil. Obviously, the ultra rare seems really rare this year, so keep that in mind, but that seems pretty insane. I don't know, like, that seems pretty crazy to me. That seems pretty nuts. This is a cool question. Pat, why are Ditto box prices going, or why are Ditto boxes going down in price? Great question. Usually, Dittos in general drop during events, right? Because people aren't egg hunting, right? That's the real boring answer. People aren't egg hunting as much. Why would people egg hunt during an event when they could do the actual activities, the limited time things, versus going for that rare shiny that takes thousands of hours or whatever? So a lot of people just stop egg hunting. That's really it. Boring answer. Someone in chat asked, what is market manipulation, and can you give an example of it? This is a great question. Market manipulation is when usually a group of people buy up an item or thing or whatever to artificially raise the price, right? However, it is really easy. Market manipulation is not a failed attempt. Like, I would call market manipulation has to succeed long term to excuse me, to truly be market manipulation, right? If I go and I buy, there's 25 Cobons on the market. If I go and buy 25 Cobons and relist them all for 100K, did I market manipulate? Kind of, but like not really. Like, because what's going to happen is people are going to go check them, list them for 50. People are going to dump their Cobons they have and correct the price, right? I think it's really hard to actually manipulate a market because you need to have so much funds. It's usually a group of people that are like extremely rich. One of the only times, it's pretty rare you see market manipulation succeed in PokeMMO because there's so many players, it usually evens things out. One of the only times I've ever seen some of the only times you'll ever even see market manipulation succeed is on older items, okay? A good example is the Scythe. There was a time that was about, I want to say, it's just crazy how cheap the Scythe is now. There was a time about a year and a half ago, I want to say, 2 years ago. It might have been somewhere between 1.5 to 3 years, okay? There was a time, we can check the PokeMMO Hub market history, where Scythe reached like 1.2 bill, okay? What happened was either someone bought them out. We don't know if it was someone, we don't even know if it was for sure market manipulation, but for a long time, Scythes were like 500 to 600 mil for like years. Scythe is one of the like classic go-to old vanities in PokeMMO, and for years it was a 500 to 600 mil vanity. All of a sudden, overnight, it was 1 bill to 1.2 bill. Now, did any of them actually sell? I don't know, but that was in my opinion, it's either an example of market manipulation or there was just so few on the market. Like it's pretty easy to manipulate the price of an item like this, right? When there's 2 to 4 sites is honestly more than you like, when there's like 2 to 4 sites, like it's pretty you can manipulate it. But even that, but like, oh, only 2 to 4 sites, bro, if I were to buy out this market, this would cost me like 3 bill, right? Like 2 bill, 3 bill. Like it's not easy to things like Vampire Fangs, things like Holly Hair Clips. Are these items being market manipulated? I don't really think so. I think they're being very slow sold by investors, right? It's really hard to prove market manipulation because you have to prove the intent, and you have to prove like an artificial inflation. An artificial inflation that lasts 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month is not market manipulation. Or in the example of Cobon, right? Cobons were 20K for a long time, right? Well, now they're 50K. Does that mean the market manipulation worked? No, they're a 3-year-old vanity. They just rose in value because people want them. There's a natural demand for them, right? And then over 3 years, they've slowly gone up in price. Now, have Cobons been bought up from like 20K to like 100K at times? Yes, but they always get corrected, right? That's a big thing. A lot of people, when I make a money-making method guide, you would be shocked how many people leave comments like, oh, you're market manipulating, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, I'm just spreading information. This is just a video and a guide, and it might affect the market to some extent over a 2-week time period. But if you understand any market, you know that that's a blip, and like 2 weeks does not make a manipulation, or does, you know. And even if it like did, I'm in the business of spreading information. Some people really don't like that. When I make money-making methods, a lot of people get very upset at me and say I hurt the profit margins and I ruined their money-making method. I show money-making methods that I use myself to make money. I'm often hurting my own methods, right? There's hundreds, if not thousands, of money-making methods in PokeMMO. You need to jump around, you need to constantly switch around, you need to constantly change your strategies. If you're only doing one money-making method and you think that's, you know, okay, then you need to like kind of diversify how you make Pokeyen and PokeMMO, in my opinion. Great question. Yeah, market manipulation is it's a very touchy subject for some people, because some people get really upset, or some people like misrepresent it in a negative way. But it is a very interesting, it's a very important thing. I want to spread information. It's really important for everybody to learn how to make Pokeyen, and money-making methods constantly fall in and out of favor. So you want to check what was made 3 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago on how to make Pokeyen and PokeMMO, and as well as actively within the past 2 weeks or so. Alrighty, fellas, this is actually a pretty difficult alpha. I probably should have brought my alpha Spinda for this. I think Spinda is overrated and honestly not often needed, but being able to bring Spinda and skill swap certain alphas with contrary is really relevant for the alpha boost. So probably should have brought it. However, I didn't, but I did bring something much cooler. Okay, I'm gonna be attempting to ice shard this Dragonite with a choice band hustle. I could miss, which is really funny. But I love this Delibird. This Delibird is from an old PvP video challenge where it runs Agility, Indoor, Lychee Berry, and then Aerial Ace. This Delibird swept teams in OU. It's such a fun Pokemon. I shouldn't kill. I'm curious to see... Okay, I did way less damage than I expected. I did 10%. Okay, never mind. We're actually... we lose. Holy fuck, we're actually so cooked, boys. I have the most insane streamer luck in the world. We simply catch it on turn 6 with the timer ball, boys. I calculated everything in my head. Oh, also, this is a terrible Alpha Dragonite, but it's still an Alpha Dragonite, which is worth Pokeyen, so we will take it, okay? How much? What's the cheapest Alpha Dragonite right now? Wait, what? Okay, I'm out of date, out of touch. Are these just... Oh, people are just... Wait, it's a prank. Alpha Dragonites should be at least 50k, but people are like turbo underlisting. Okay, because it's like an Alpha Swarm right now. Okay. So it should at least be 50k, but that is... Wow, Dragonites have gotten cheaper, man. That's crazy. Alpha Dragonites used to be like similar to like... I feel like they were similar to Dittos for a while, where they were like 80k minimum. That's pretty cracked. Now, this is a good, like... Outer Swarm Mons to check for a shiny. Okay, chat. Today for my food take, okay? My food take of the day. I have an important question to ask you, and you have to answer quickly, okay? Which one? Twinkie iced latte or cinnamon toast crunch iced coffee? I do not like coffee, okay? I genuinely don't like coffee. But I saw these at the dollar store, and I could not resist myself. You scared me. And I love giving into the stereotype that Americans only digest crimes against nature in a can. And it's too funny to me. So we're going to try one. It seems like Cinnamon Toast Crunch is like hardcore and we see Twinkie. This is like super split. I've never seen something. Keep screaming, guys. Which one? I will rate it on a scale of 1 to 10 genuinely. They're both iced. I mean, one's iced latte, one's iced coffee. I don't even know I don't know coffee at all. Twinkie, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I think Twinkie represents like America more, for better or for worse. Let's do it, boys. You're supposed to shake well. Shake well, okay? I don't even like coffee, let alone whatever the fuck this is, okay? It's on my monitor. Fucking god. Whatever. That's a task for hopefully that showed on camera. That was a crazy blast. Oh my god, it went everywhere. Okay. It smells decently sweet. Yo, wait, wait a minute. Do I like coffee? Am I finally... I turned 27 this year. Am I finally old enough? What? Do you know how embarrassing it's gonna be? How embarrassing is it gonna be to be like, oh yeah, I don't like coffee, but this is the only coffee that I like. That's not coffee. Hey, it's an abomination, okay? Coffee variant. Dude, this is honestly good. This might be my most heinous food take on stream yet. I would give this a 9 out of 10. That's ridiculous. I would give it a 9 out of 10. That's cracked. Yeah, someone said there is a 2-bill shiny Raikou on the GTL. Let's go check it. That's insane. I mean, you don't really see shiny legendaries much in the game at all. Nonetheless, on the GTL. This is one of the first like shiny legendaries on the GTL. You don't see legendaries on the GTL very much. Let's Articuno, Moltres. Let's just go through each. Like there might not be a single other one, because the price of shiny legendaries is about like max cash. It's about at that range. Caught in 2023. That's pretty interesting. Wow. 9/13. I wonder if this was a first month. This was probably a first month shiny Raikou. Oh wow. That probably is a first month Raikou. That's really, really insane. A first month shiny Raikou. That's probably what, yeah, that's insane. What are some other legendaries that can be shiny? Heatran, but that's probably too expensive. Yeah, there's nothing else that there's like nothing else that I can think of. Garachi, Shaman, there's no, yeah, like that might be the only shiny legendary on the GTL at all. That's so crazy. That was the first shiny Raikou as far as I know. Yeah, that makes sense. That's insane. So not only is it the only shiny on the GTL, it's also the first shiny Raikou ever in PokeMMO. That's so insane. Wait, my brain just clicked why it feels like it's so much faster now. I feel like opening mysterious balls and opening sealed product is done faster now. Maybe I thought I was cope for a bit, but no, I think I'm right. Do you know why? It's because of instant text speed. I think that actually changed it. I think that actually made openings like significantly faster. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's true. I'm pretty sure the new text speed update, being able to put it on instant, because I never had custom strings for like opening sealed products, because that's unhinged gambling. Holy shit. Yeah, I feel like this made it actually so much faster. That's kind of crazy. I was opening cherish balls and opening the electro red envelopes so much faster than I had in the past today. I think it's the last of my mysterious crystals, by the way. Bro, I have a lot of Pokeyen coming in from stuff selling. So yes, I spent a bunch today on dumb gambles that I would not recommend you do, but I'm fortunate I have the investments that I can sell off to make that money back. So boom, there's 3.8 or whatever million Pokeyen right there. There's also 3.8 million there. I also have 1.1 million over here. I'm gonna go ahead and collect, and 600k here from amulet coins and mysterious. So we're back up to 17.7, boys. Easy peasy. Okay, it officially just switched 1 minute ago, guys. There is no more the legendaries. A lot of people are saying fuck in chat. The legendaries just rotated literally 1 minute ago, I believe. The new roaming legendary in Johto is Suicune. The new roaming legendary in Kanto is Moltres. It happens at 7 p.m. ET on the last day of the month, to my knowledge. I know a lot of people were still going for Zapdos, and I'm really sorry. For anyone who didn't get it, dude, yeah, BRB crashing out. Bro, it's really frustrating. It's like the legendary... The PokeMMO devs have talked about this. They don't like roaming legendaries as a piece of content. It was just some way to get them out there, and it fit the theme and yada, yada, yada. They don't seem to have any plans based on what they've said on the forums of creating more roaming legendaries. It's a frustrating hunt to fail at, you know? Like, if you fail the hunt and you have to wait, the end of the month's over, and you have to wait 3 more months for that legendary you want to rotate back around, it's really frustrating. It's really devastating, and you don't really get anything in the process. It's the same fruitless grind that shiny hunting is, but it's not rare enough to really be as interesting. It doesn't change monthly. Like, if you're like shiny hunt, like as a shunter, I love running back and forth to shiny hunt. I don't love running back and forth to legendary hunt. Legendary hunts are rare enough to feel long and annoying and complicated, but they aren't rare enough, or like they're not short enough to feel like super rare and exclusive. They don't feel that good when you get, they feel pretty cool, but like not that good. But they're also not rare enough like shinies. It's in this weird middle ground. They're like too common, but they're also not rare enough. It's weird, you know? They're a little too common, but also they're too common but hard to get. The reward does not match the effort like shinies. I kind of agree. Because you could just buy it off the GTL. Like, you're only hunting legendaries for that OT. Because if you just want a legendary, you should not hunt it. You should just buy it off the GTL. It's way cheaper, saves you way more time. It's really, really brutal. Yeah, and when the month rotates, it sucks, man. Shout out to those who didn't get it in time. I'm so sorry. That shit is a devastating hunt, man. It's rough. Alrighty, in typical Patrouski fashion, the stream did cut out. Chat's still going, little bonkers and having fun, but this is gonna be the end of today's stream. Thank you guys for watching. Like it if you enjoyed it, and I've had a lot of fun covering the event. Hopefully you guys have had a little bit of fun alongside me, or maybe even more fun. I don't know, just have fun. Like it if you enjoyed it, dislike if not, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this every single day. I do upload PokeMMO content every single day, as well as stream every single day during events as much as humanly possible. Discord's links down below, and if you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, YouTube memberships, Twitch primes, Twitch subs, PayPal/Venmo, as always, do help out a ton. But most importantly, have fun playing PokeMMO. Enjoy the event. It's only here for like 15 more days or so, so it's a long time, but only here for a limited time. So have fun with it. Enjoy it while you can. Do the cool things things you can't do throughout the year in PokeMMO. I've been really enjoying it. So let's try to go for that rare, that ultra rare vanity tomorrow. I'm going to keep working towards that coiled hat. Have a good one, fellas. Good luck. Enjoy the game. Peace, Reno. Hey, thank you so very much for watching until the very end of the video. That means the world to me. And if your name is listed here, you're the reason I'm able to do this in the first place by going above and beyond and supporting the channel via YouTube memberships and Twitch Primes. Thank you so much. Have a great day.